Hello, welcome back to the queue again for a correction on UK Term 15. We had a miscommunication error as Madman Dan was setting up his convoying ships. I saw him put out one convoy here in C-Zone 123. It was kind of on the border. And then as I'm listening to what's going on and not watching, he says he moves some ships to attack down here off this destroyer that was originally set up to convoy. And he said these all ships will just convoy C-Zone 122. So that's where I thought all the ships were. And apparently, off of this card, there was still 2 light cruisers and a medium cruiser, and they were convoying in this C-Zone 123, along with, in this C-Zone, would have been the other 2 light cruisers and cruiser. So, I guess that could have been done more clearly, but either way, because I was not watching, I was listening and following along. That's how that ended up on my board. So that means this carrier wasn't alone. So let's bring some ships back, and we're going to take that battle off the board. And as I mentioned in the game, or in the chat, if the Allies had been desperate, I certainly would have made this attack with all 3 subs, and because there's no destroyer there. So the chances, and I got a target select on that carrier, so that would have destroyed all those planes, so it would have been a success. However, it is not. So let's bring the subs back where they were. This plane brought this infantry in, so he was up here in Queensland, and this air transport was in Sarawak along with this fighter. Now, I think that's really the only things that are affected as we take this combat in this C-Zone off the board. So, basically, it will be non-combat movements for the British here. So, we will back, we won't do that combat. So, the fighter and the air transport will go from Sarawak into Borneo, and they will sit there. So that means in Borneo now is the Fiji Marine, 2 paratroopers, and a militia that I did build on this turn, and a artillery, a fighter, and an air transport. And then Sarawak has a militia and a colonial infantry that I built this turn. All right, so that leaves these 3 subs. We are still going to move 1, but we're going to move the Anzac sub into C-Zone 134 for any blocking shenanigans. These 2 subs will come down 1 to 42. That puts them out of range of those planes, and still able to go where I need them to go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or maybe I could go to this naval base because that does the same thing east, but I get a better range if I got to come around Australia. All right, so the last movement here is this air transport. Instead of going to Borneo, we'll just come down here into Sydney. So Sydney now has 1, 2, 3 infantry, 1 militia, 1 paratrooper, 1 marine, 1 mech, 1 anti-aircraft gun, and 1 air transport. And that should be it for the changes. And unfortunately, we didn't get any target select revenge on Dan this turn. Maybe the US can do that.